Smash or pass, Lego clutch powers.
Pass.
Smash or pass, Rock Raiders, rock guy, the little gem geo guy.
Rock Raiders had the big rock guy. Are you thinking about Power Miners? I'm going to go, well, actually, on Lego.
I don't know. Just, the rock guy from, like...
Power Miners?
Power Miners, yeah, I was thinking Power Miners.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, pass.
Because they're miners?
Ha 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 ha. I see what you did there.
I know. This is why I'm a professional comedian. That's why they pay me the small bucks, and why none of the networks answer my calls, and why no one listens to my shitty podcast.
Hey, maybe in a few years you'll be hosting the Oscars or something. You got this.
I got it. Yeah, it's true. The Jews need to take back the Oscars from petty control. It's about fucking time, dude. It's like, we need the ZOG back. I don't need a POG. I don't need a petty occupied government. What happened? Dude, we fell off. We fucking fell off. We had it all. And now we just have some shitty ethno-state. In the Middle East, bro. It's so fucked. We used to control civilization. Now look at us. Pathetic.
You ain't gonna get me bouncing off those, but those were good, so there you go.
You can't yes and to that? Okay.
Can't, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. What's up, Lil Cummers? It's Composting, back at again, the most Axel-powered podcast in the whole world. I'm your host, as always, Rosa, joined today by my transgender Ralph the Movie Maker guest, Sarah Gerano, aka Just Too Good from YouTube.
Gerano, it's actually Janao.
I'll fucking...
But,
I didn't write that shit down. I was
You're fine.
Dude,
You're
you really
fine.
think I have any respect for you fucking Nago wops coming to my fucking country taking my jobs?
We're not... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I used to work at an Italian restaurant, pal. They'll make anybody Italian
I'm
exphobic.
definitely... Yeah, I'm definitely Italian, so...
Wait, are you
got
not...
that right.
Are you...
I'm Dominican and
I'm
Puerto
gonna
Rican.
kill myself, dude. Wow. So much for my research of looking at your last name and saying, yeah, it looks Italian enough.
Not only did you get the pronunciation totally wrong, adding an R, but you said that was Italian. That was fantastic.
Dude, see, like... I can't do the Latin jokes anymore. It's fucked up.
You're not. That's
See,
that's the territory.
This is why I'm anti-racist.
Yeah.
It's because racism makes it so much harder to make fun of minority groups.
Ta-da! All right.
Anyway, how are you today, my non-Italian friend, my Latinx friend, even?
I'm very tired, but ready to go on the podcast. What an energy is brought.
I'm kind of Joe Rogan of the left, is what people call me. That's kind of the energy I'm trying to bring.
Yeah.
So, who the hell are you?
I am somebody who has crappy movie taste. Nobody agrees with my movie takes, it feels like, because I am very uneducated in the world of film. But I'll post on Letterboxd, I'll post on my film channel, Just To Film. I'm probably most known online for my Lego channel, which is Just Too Good, which I've been doing for quite a long time, since 2012. So
Wow. That damn. That's
good stuff.
fuck, dude. If I'm doing this shit in 13 years, I'm just ending it. Jesus Christ. That's
Well,
bleak.
you know.
That's bleak. At least you love what you do, I guess.
Yeah.
If not, that fucking sucks for you, man.
I love a lot of what I do. You know, it's just after I came out as trans on the Lego channel, I kind of fell off. So, you know, it is what
Dude.
it is. I guess the Lego community as accepting.
I don't. Isn't the Lego community like 5-year-olds and redditors? Why wouldn't they be accepting? I feel like what they have no grounds to stand on.
I mean, you know, lots of great people in it. No further comment on
What's
that
your
one on
least
my
favorite
end.
Lego YouTuber? Shoot. If you could kill one other Lego YouTuber, who would you kill?
I would not myself.
Not yourself. That's actually a good. I forgot you're transgender. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm resisting all urges.
Dude, I love. I gotta start more beef on this podcast. That's how I grow. That's my path to growth.
Yeah.
Tell me, list out,
Great.
rattle off some
Yeah.
YouTubers you fucking hate. Go. I'll start. Hakeem. Fuck that guy. Fucking idiot. Fucking Second Thought. Dumbass. Who else do I fucking hate? You can name off some. Let me think.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear any like. But there's definitely a lot of YouTubers who, not really in the Lego community, but just a lot who do bad things. But I mean, that's with any general population. I'm sure there's many trans people.
Oh,
who do
don't even get me started on
things.
the trans, man. Don't even get me started. I love infighting. I love infighting in my own community. It's
Infighting
great.
is great.
I
isn't
want,
it? Yeah.
dude. I want to be a capo. I want to be a transgender capo. That's my job. That's my job. I'm a pick me all the way. They're definitely gonna spare me, pal.
There you go.
Oh, dude, I want to do the Blair White grip.
The next
Yeah,
Blair
exactly,
White or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm-
Literally, we've got the
I'm
same
too
thing.
Jewy to be Blair White. I don't really fit into the whole fucking WASP beauty standards, but I don't know. I think that Ben Shapiro might like the little schnoz I got on me.
It's a grift that you can you kind of rile up the malice, and people like that, where it's like, oh yeah, trans people shouldn't do this even though I am trans. What is it, Dave Rubin, where he's like gay but he's hateful himself.
Wife, my beautiful wasp wife, who I've learned is part Jewish, as are all beautiful women. So there goes that bit. She would be a great anti-trans grifter. She would, yeah. She
There you
would
go.
Be great. I need to be a pimp. I need.
You gotta be her producer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna start
like,
pimping out
yeah.
my hot wife to an anti-trans grift.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Man, you're like Elon. You're like the ideas person.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Next Elon Musk,
It's
just who I want to
true.
be. Yeah.
I mean your furry avatar is a skunk. Why is that?
What's that have to do with
Why-
Elon?
that-
Oh, okay.
it's
I was about
just-
to say.
It's just an observation. It's just sort of
I was like, is Elon like
He
a
stinks.
skunk fursuiter?
no.
I
He
see
is
what
a
you did
baby
there.
fur.
Ah,
There is like, yeah,
He
there
is.
is a
I've
lot
heard,
of
I've heard.
evidence leading to that conclusion.
conspiracy.
I will say, I might not be
Yeah.
a furry. I do get the furry shit. Fursuit's fucking scary though. They'll never not be scary. to me.
Really? I've heard that from a lot of people. Funny enough, yeah, one of my very good friends who is trans said the same thing. I don't see that. I think they're adorable. So,
I don't know.
But
I
I
think,
personally,
I think it all goes back to when I was a kid. On my Christian side, I had to go to this like honky ass Easter celebration where the town drunk would come out in this fucking mangy rabbit costume and like
oh
and
my
the
god,
kids would take pictures with him. He was a bit handsy. I didn't like it. Did not like it.
Uh-oh.
Not good. Not good, folks.
That's
not good.
gosh. Well, there
No.
you go. So we know the stem of your fursuit
See,
fear.
and that's why I voted
say,
Trump.
personally-
That's why I was like Trump all the way. I was on the
Oh,
Trump
yep.
train.
Well, I mean, unironically, I was such a dumbass. I was a 2-time Trump voter. That's something that I regret
Dude,
to
why?
this day. I know that's a trans girl arc.
Dude,
yeah.
I love the
So
Hitlerite to transgender arc. That's so funny.
it's
It
a
is a
classic. Arc,
classic.
you know.
You know what I was? Back in like 2016, I was
What?
an anti-feminist Bernie supporter,
There you go.
which is awesome, dude. Dude,
What a life. That must have been great.
yeah, honestly, given the fact that like all my trans friends are like, yeah, I was at Unite the Right rally, and I'm the person that killed the lady with the car. Given that I was just like an
God.
anti-feminist Bernie guy at the time, let's fucking go.
Mhm.
Let's
There you
fucking go, dude.
I mean, yeah. I used to be. I mean, we mentioned it before. I used to be a huge Ben
Wait,
Shapiro
didn't
fan.
you
I used
say
to
you're
love Ben
Dominican,
Shapiro.
Puerto Rican? Dude,
Yeah.
what the? Okay,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck is it with that? What is up with like?
First Latin joke. Yeah.
No. It's like I went to high school in like a immigrant community. My mom's side immigrated here from Quebec, which feels weird to say, but I don't know. I grew up in kind of an immigrant-ish community, and my high school was very had a ton of Latin immigrants. Why the fuck were they all hyped up when Trump won?
I don't know. I mean, I can't psychoanalyze everybody, but if I was to do just like, there's a lot of, from what I see surrounding me in my community, there's a lot of I got mine kind of mentality.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's like, oh,
I
yeah.
get it in Miami specifically because
Mhm.
they're direct descendants of you know.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
was raised in South Florida.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that one I get. That one makes sense to me. But in like New York, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, guys, let's get it together. Come on, Latinx community,
there you
what
go.
are we doing?
Thank you for, yeah, what are we doing? Yeah.
See, I
Leading the way
I'm-
in the Latin.
I'm leading a better way. I'm gonna be the chairman of the Brown Panthers. That's my goal.
There you go. There
I want to
yep.
be like a more
there you go.
radical version of that white lady that led an NAACP chapter.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Wow. I didn't even know about that. Okay.
Dude, that shit's really funny to me. She had, and then she got fired from being a teacher like 3 years ago because she was doing OnlyFans shit.
Whoa.
Insane rabbit hole, that lady. Really funny.
You got to send me like the Wikipedia.
I thought you were
article,
gonna
like,
say,
now I'm very
"Whoa,
curious.
you gotta send me those feet pics."
Cute.
Whoa, white lady pretending she was black and she posts feet. That's my thing.
No.
Anyway, how are you today? Other than tired.
That's it. I'm. You know.
Tired.
It's. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
here. queer.
Yeah.
You know.
You are quite queer in the old English word sense.
Yep. There you go.
How queer?
How queer? That's the
queer.
new the next question.
Oh yeah, how
I mean,
queer?
I consider myself, as they say, pansexual. So,
Oh.
you know, what is that a bad thing? Wait, give the commentary. I don't know what bi.
I
Like,
don't
what's the
know.
right term?
I don't know. I just with pansexual because the flag's worse than bi. That's all that I really care about.
Oh,
Just worse colors.
I actually
Like I really do not give a.
I'm down with this shit. I don't even know the colors of
Oh
both of
fuck
these
yeah,
flags.
dude! Fuck gay people.
Like-
Fuck yeah.
I
I get hashtag gay not queer. Me too, sister.
did not subscribe to this. I did not subscribe to this.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm on the Trump train. Like I say, he's taking back the gay
Oh, yeah.
community from these degenerates.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we
They say like that LGBTQIA, but without the T or whatever. So.
yeah, thank God. Honestly, whatever. Make the acronym shorter. It's getting way too long. We can
Oh,
all
yeah.
admit the acronym's stupid.
Oh yeah.
I refuse to take anybody seriously that is like LGBTQIA2S plus, etc. It's like, What are we doing, man? That's some psyop shit to make people like think that we're
Psyop.
unserious, which we kind of are, given the fact that most of our community just does like flag discourse every year and shit like that.
I guess I'm not a part of that community.
Yeah, it's bad. It's rough. It's
I
rough
don't
out
see
here.
that.
It's rough out here in these gay ass streets, pal.
There you go.
And wait, we watched a couple of movies.
That's right.
Yeah.
That we did. That we
It's-
did.
It's true. I love watching movies. I'm kidding.
Mhm.
I fucking hate my job.
Oh, I
Um,
love what? I love watching movies. I watch
don't-
like 2 a day.
Damn. Wow. Somebody's a hard worker. Every day I wake up, I'm sad. I snap my broken back. I wipe the coal off my face, and I know that I have to go back into the film critic minds. Well, Ralph
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie maker whips me with his large whip, and the
This is the second Ralph the Movie Maker drop.
I don't know. I just think about him a lot. He's just very funny to me. Just the existence of Ralph Sepe is very funny.
I'm biased. I've met him IRL and we've talked here or there. So
Seems
but,
like a
you know,
great
I,
guy.
he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Except there's you
know.
have to admit he is a goofy man. There's something uniquely goofy about him, in a good
I
way.
mean,
In a good way. I mean, I grew up on his shit.
as with many YouTubers, even myself, I'm sure. But, yeah.
Yeah, unlike me, I'm normal.
Yep. You definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I will say I do commend you for the fact that you're able to keep a schedule at least 10 minutes within a 10-minute time window because goddamn.
I did 13, but yeah.
Okay. What the fuck is it with YouTubers and not being able to use the calendar app on their phone?
I was right. I was, I was waking up,
You're
trying to get
waking up.
ready.
What time
Yeah.
did you wake up this morning?
Okay, so I woke up at like 8:50 to check the Lego Ideas news from going to sleep at 4 a.m. because I was watching the Penguin movie. Then, I at 9:30 I went back to sleep and ended up waking up. Not even 9:30. It was like 10:30 because I couldn't go back to sleep. I was on my phone, and I ended up waking up at 12:50.
Where are they gonna start doing like Lego, in memoriam of tragedies sets?
Well, they have the Titanic.
How long after 9/11 until we can have Lego 9/11?
That's the question. I think a lot of people are trying to figure out. on
Like,
that
it doesn't
one.
even have to be like something like shitty like a Lego Twin Towers, but like trying to pay respect in a really bad way is what I'm really hoping for. Cause that would be a Lego set I'd buy.
I'm trying to think. Why is there one that's coming up to my mind? Is like a little bit like
Lego
what are they doing
Auschwitz.
here? No, that one people always say is real, but it was like an art project.
What
of
the fuck?
Somebody who wasn't Lego.
Wait, no,
yeah,
no,
you've
no,
heard of that Lego
No,
Auschwitz?
I have not heard of that. I was talking.
Oh,
about
okay,
my
I don't know.
ad.
People always report there was a Lego Auschwitz set, but it
I
was
was like thinking, what would be the most horrible, disrespectful thing they could possibly make? And
there's a lot of misinformation that there's a Lego, not specifically Auschwitz, but a concentration camp set, and
that's it. That's
it was an art project by somebody,
what, dude.
not both Lego.
An
so.
Israeli artist, probably the one that did the Simpsons in Auschwitz.
That's a thing.
Yeah, there's an Israeli artist that I follow. He'll like just draw like the Simpsons as black, saying "Stop police violence" with a picture of dead Black Bart bleeding out on the side of the road after being killed by a cop, or like the Simpsons in Auschwitz, or like Homer beating Marge. He like tries
Oh
to
my
do
God.
like this weird liberal art where he's like raising awareness, except it's in the worst possible way.
Well, there's that other side of that where like they have the you ever see like the war posters of like not war posters, but they're like Iraq memorial of like Bart's a soldier and shit like that.
I love that shit. This shit's so
Same here.
it's so funny to me.
It's absurd, yeah. But so
Did-
how do we
has
get
anyone-
here?
Oh yeah, movies. We watched 2025's Mickey 17,
That's right,
directed
Mickey 13.
directed by, I forgot to write down the name of the fucking director, the Parasite guy. It's a fucking
Bong Joon-ho, which I probably hope I didn't butcher the name of.
Bong
but-
Joon-ho. Yeah, I knew it was Korean, and I didn't. Messing up a Korean name is bad. It's not a good look.
Well, Bong is, I love Bong. I don't know.
It is quite funny to name your child Bong. Or I guess it's
Legendary.
the family name, the Bong family.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
awesome.
It's another hit from Bong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's starring Robert Pattinson as Mickey,
Mhm.
who is a silly little spaceman on a
Mhm.
trip to a planet colonization project, who is cloned every time after he dies, and he's just a human lab rat essentially that keeps dying and being reborn.
Mhm.
Until eventually there's a fuck up, and the 17th Mickey survives. Everyone thought he was dead, and 18th Mickey was born. Now there's two of them. That leads to an ethical dilemma, and there's an attempt made, kill both of them. Wacky hijinks ensue.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo plays a really, really irritating Elon Musk impression combined
I thought it
with
was more of a
Trump.
Trump. More of a, yeah, Trump.
No, he had Elon's mannerisms.
Oh, really? I was getting the Trump mannerisms.
He did a weird mix. It was like
From
I
his
liked
poor
I
things
liked
character a bit.
yeah, it was very it's a comedy. It's a black comedy, but the Mark Ruffalo character I did find irritating. He's kind of the villain doing a space colonization thing after a failed political career, wanting to be a mini dictator. There's a lot of like Mussolini-isms in him, a lot of Trumpisms, and overall I think it's mostly based on Elon, given the whole insane what does Elon call his breeding kink again? Like pro-humanity, pronatalism, the weird pronatalism of his character. Also,
Mhm.
quick aside, breeding kink. What? Yeah, everyone has a breeding kink. How the fuck do you think you were born? So what's going on with that? Anyway,
Well, I don't know if everyone has that, but yeah, keep going.
well, yeah, the asexuals don't have that.
There you go.
Yeah,
I know so many people who don't want kids, but
Yeah.
he's fucked. I don't know.
Anyway, what did you think about Mickey 17?
I actually liked it quite a bit. I mean, I mind the Ruffalo character. I thought he was genuinely like funny, and I liked the impression he was going on. It did remind me a lot of the Poor Things role that he had recently. And I liked his dynamic with what's her name? Shit. Tony Collette.
To Letterboxd.
Tony Collette. Yeah,
Okay.
I liked his dynamic with Tony Collette, and I really liked Tony Collette's role, who reminded me of Earn After Reading, Frances McDermott's character. I forgot her name, Linda Lipsky, I think it is. But yeah, so I liked those roles, and I really liked Mickey 17, played by Robert Pattinson. I thought that was a very different performance from Robert Pattinson, and I also got some comedic value there. Loved the accent he was putting on and everything. And
I liked the monologue a lot.
I liked usually I don't care for narration too much in movies, but I liked it here. The only part it didn't really work for me was this film feels like they have a kind of like different cuts for it, and Bong has said that he had the final cut and everything. It wasn't like a studio interference, but it feels like it almost had studio interference in its third act, where the narration's kind of used to like high up some plot lines that felt like they should have had scenes exploring that. And there's like a whole romantic plot line that I felt was kind of dropped halfway through the movie.
Yeah, that it felt kind of unnecessary with a minor character of Kai, where they introduce a love triangle that is very uninteresting
nowhere.
and immediately shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like unnecessary length on an otherwise quite slim, slender, and sexy film.
Well, I like the first 2/3 I thought were like effectively paced, but yeah, that third act, like not only that, well, I mean not that, but the third act had action scenes of like the creepers, I think they were called, And I did not really
Yeah.
engage too much with those action sequences. I thought those were like uninteresting, and it didn't help. Like, I know this is not a big deal for a lot of people, but like I thought those creeper designs had like heavy CGI that was kind of like crappy. So like,
Yeah, there was some lighting, particularly in the third act, on the creepers that felt unnatural and jarring. In the first couple of acts, the animation is quite good. The lighting is quite
so
good.
I mean, even the first for me,
Morphers.
the first two acts, like it fell off there, and I was kind of like, for the creepers at least. But I did like the lighting. You know, aside from how the creepers looked and things like that, it's not his most beautiful film, like visually, but I thought the visuals were still like impressive, and they had more of a comedic like angle to the visuals that I think added to the humor of the movie for me. And yeah, so I feel like
Yeah.
the whole action conflict of the third act was really losing me, and it was going kind of over long. And while I did like some aspects of like the last 15 to 20 minutes, I do feel like that had like multiple endings and felt like it was going on too long. And again, it's kind of because it's trying to wrap up these plot lines that were just kind of dropped and things like that.
Yeah, I felt there was. I don't want to spoil it too hard, but there was like a weird dream nightmare sequence in the end that just felt completely not needed. Like we under at this point in the movie we understand the ethical issues of the human printer. Like we don't need that reiterated.
That dream
Um,
sequence, at first I wasn't really into it, because I was like, oh, is this like real or whatever? But actually, understanding that it was a dream sequence, I kind of liked it in hindsight, because I was like, to me, it was a little bit creepy, and like I wasn't expecting to get like creepy feeling from this movie. So I did actually kind of like that. But yeah, I feel like Stephen Yoon's character was kind of like had a plot line that was just kind of cut up, and like how they resolved that at the end was like very sloppy, and that aspect of like the last 20 minutes I didn't really care for. So yeah.
yeah. The whole yeah, his whole subplot, the snuff film stuff, felt just very unresolved. I did like the fact that the reason they go to this planet and the reason that Mickey sells himself into essentially slavery. I did like that was because his Macron shop failed and he needed to pay back a loan to the mob. That's quite funny.
Yeah, I
A lot
like
of the writing is
I
quite
like
funny.
that whole setup. Yeah.
Except there's a insistence in this movie that they can't just have like these funny background jokes without it being like an integral part of the plot that needs to be resolved in a way that makes sense. Even though it kind of
I don't know. I didn't feel that all the
it
way, because
didn't.
there was like, like there was like a guy in a silly suit or something, and they never really bring attention to that. Even
That's
the blood,
true, but
what was it? They were the Tony Collette's character was like drinking the
sauce.
sauce or something. I feel like that was just kind of like
The
a
sauce I thought was
that didn't really work for me, but like I thought it was like
the sauce was quite unfunny.
I was like,
It,
okay, at least they didn't like really make that like an integral part plot. But
it it was just a ass poor attempt at surrealist comedy. In my view, it didn't work for me. A decent portion of the jokes in this movie did fall flat. I did think that Mark Ruffalo came across incredibly SNL Trump.
I didn't
It,
feel that, but I could see that perspective for sure.
it felt like an SNL impression of Trump and Elon combined with Mussolini for flavor.
I see.
I did enjoy the fact that they did replicate several notable Mussolini photographs in terms of the cinematography and the way that Mark Ruffalo positions himself within the frame.
Didn't
I
even
thought
notice
that
that.
was yeah, I thought that was quite good. Quite interesting.
I was gonna say there's like, there was also weird like ADR. I don't know if you noticed this. Like,
Yes.
I was like, okay, like in some scenes in like I don't even know like how one whole character, like some supporting character, like it always felt like his voice was ADR'd. I don't know.
Yeah. I did think that what was I gonna say?
Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt you.
I died. My brain is
I was
died. My brain's no longer working.
I was gonna say I also kind of wish the besides Tony Collette, I feel like the
Oh.
other female leads did not feel as well written as some of the other characters. But I did love the performance from the woman who was in Blink Twice, I believe. But yeah, were you gonna say that?
I was gonna say the costume design I thought was very, very good. I thought it was quite creative all throughout the movie. I did like Mark Ruffalo's costume designs in the third act quite a bit. Again, going for the whole Mussolini point, which I think is a lot less cliche and a lot more interesting than the Trump Elon stuff. With how repetitious that feels in the modern zeitgeist. I didn't like the whole red hats thing with Mark Ruffalo's character. Again, so much of it feels just so heavy-handed, to where what I appreciate with that character is the more subtle parts of Ruffalo's performance. He's a great character actor. The parts that I like about that character are what I loved in Poor Things. I think it's a far more well-written role. Ruffalo does a great job with what he has on the script. However, I did think that a decent portion of that writing was quite weak. I enjoyed the subtextual elements of the replaceability of the proletariat in terms of the Expendables plot. Obviously, coming off of Parasite, it's not a shock that there are these elements of historical materialism or class consciousness, whatever you want to call it, within Bong's body of work. And I think that it accomplishes it in a way that I quite like. It's a lot less heavy-handed than a lot of the other allegories of the plight of the proletariat that we see in the modern day, particularly the heavy-handedness of the platform and other films like it. Which is good. It's a good allegory. It's an allegory. Marx would have given it his seal of approval.
There you go. So
yeah,
you
want to rant about like shitty, heavy-handed plays. He would have hated the platform.
Really? Okay.
Quite funny. Yeah.
I wish I could bounce off more Marxist, commentary.
Oh, dude, if only there was an audiobooks project that you could listen to if you wanted to learn theory. Oh, wait, there is. Library of the Communist Left, available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. That's right, I do audiobooks now with the Solar Collective. Check out the Solar Collective website. We have PDFs. We do translations of N+1, Caterna. Do you want to learn about left communism? You do? Oh, yeah, baby. Library of the Communist Left.
That was slick. That was a good transition.
You're welcome. Thank you. You get $5 for letting me plug my dog shit.
No, you're good, and I don't think it's probably dog shit, but yeah.
Well, my stuff is dog shit. The other people's stuff that I read is not dog shit.
Okay.
Those who cannot do teach.
There you go. But yeah, personally, I think I've said everything I want to say with Mickey 17. You give ratings on the show?
We sure do. I get a 30-point scale. You get a 10-point scale because I'm 3 times better than my guests. What would you give this out of 10?
I literally always rate out of 10. So if you gave me a 30-point scale, I would not know what to do aside from timesing my 10-point scale by 3. But I would give it...
That's quick math.
There you go, yeah. A 7 out of 10, where it's closer to a 6 than an 8.
I am thinking a 21.5 out of 30, putting this film on the Composting Power Ranking.
So yours is 0.5 more than mine.
Yeah, right between Kneecap and Miller's Crossing.
Ooh, I still gotta see Kneecap. That one's good?
It was quite good.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna see this.
Yeah.
Miller's Crossing I like.
Good bands too. Oh yeah, Miller's Crossing is really underrated. I think.
Not a lot of people talk about that one. So, like that.
Yeah, except for us, because we're good.
There you go. I'm gonna have to listen to that episode. I like the...
Oh, it's an early dog shit.
Oh no.
One. We talk... That episode's vintage. We talk about the 2024 Oscars.
It's
Um,
1 year old and it's vintage.
oh, dude. Well, I mean, we started. The show started coming out April of last year. My disgraced former co-host Joku couldn't even make it a full year. Now I'm alone.
Oh, didn't they leave recently, or am I wrong?
Yeah, that episode came out this week.
Okay, hey, I'm catching. You know, caught up with the lore.
Damn, she's a little comer. Goddamn. Go. No, she still is shit with me though. It's just, dude, once a week podcast. You have to be insane to do that.
I used to do that,
and
it was fucking hard, honestly. You know, relatively speaking.
It is hard.
You know,
Except I'm goated because I do a politics podcast every other week too. So
how the fuck you do this? Insane.
Cocaine, day drinking, Irish coffee every morning, cocaine in the afternoon. Don't need to sleep. Fentanyl.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm over here sober as hell. You know. Yeah, this is why I am 13 minutes late. You know.
Dude, if you had cocaine, you would have been 13 minutes early.
Okay. You are witty. You know, you are witty.
Thanks. Thanks, pal. But people usually say I'm unfunny, so that means a lot to me.
You got the comedian. You really are the Joe Rogan to the left. There you go.
Yeah, it's true. They call me unfunny, and then they cancel me because I said that SSRIs are overprescribed offhandedly and compare me to RFK Jr. and then say I'm a tanky on Twitter, all in the same day. It's really fun.
What a day. What a day.
What a day. What a day. Do you use Blue Sky?
No. I have one, but I haven't posted on it in so long. The one thing about Blue Sky is you can post about trans shit and like nobody will like jump on you, but
and the other thing about it is that it's unusable dog shit.
I mean, it's just
the
dead.
Only reason I ask,
you know.
The only reason I ask is because I've gotten 100% of Blue Sky users to agree with me that it's a dog shit app. Like without fail. I just wanted to see if I could keep the streak up, but you already came into this agreeing with me.
I mean, yeah, it's good if you're like a furry, because it's like there's a lot of furry stuff there. But I'm a furry and I don't even use it, so who knows?
Do you know Big Yellow, the Lego YouTuber?
I'm not familiar with Big Yellow.
Shout out, that's a good Lego YouTuber.
Okay.
And non-binary.
Oh shit, Big Yellow. I'll have to check them out.
Damn, you got, I don't even know them, but you got juice them up.
Okay. Yeah.
Great Lego YouTuber.
I'm not seeing any Lego things from them, but the history. Okay, no, you're right. I'm seeing some stuff here.
No, yeah, great fucking channel. Big Yellow, if you're listening to this, come on the show.
You gotta get them on.
I do have to get them on.
Yeah.
They're probably a fan of you. You could be my in.
There you go. I mean,
Dude, I'm losing my mind over here. I have to get a new guest every week. Jesus Christ. I'm playing this shit on hard mode.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, I need a drink. Speaking of needing a drink, we watched a 1985 beer commercial.
I know, yeah.
It was A Penguin's Memories.
Beer commercial, yeah. I didn't know that until like after. I was like, what?
I thought I was gonna shock you with my esoteric information. This is a hard to come across movie.
I mean, I used the YouTube rip, but it was like 360p, which made me sad.
Oh, it was like 480p and some fan sub from like 2008.
Oh shit, it was a fan sub? Because it said like it was ripped from the Laserdisc sub, but I don't know if that was like...
Oh, I watched a different one.
Yeah, because mine was 360p, yours was 480, so maybe you did.
Wow, dude, I watched the HD rip with a fan sub. If anyone has the fucking like DVD or Laserdisc, please upload it on like YTSMX, Pirate Bay, or on YouTube. Probably on YouTube because it's not copyrighted. Or all three. Come on. I think it's an interesting movie, but it is about penguins from beer going to the Vietnam War and getting PTSD and coming back and having to live with PTSD and find love. With a banger soundtrack.
Oh my gosh. I mean, My favorite. I love the art style, but I think the score and soundtrack might be like my favorite part of the film. The music, it's fantastic. I want the score. Like,
Yeah.
I need to find the score online because it was
there's an album rip on YouTube.
background. Oh, you froze up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a really obscure OVA.
Yeah. It doesn't even have a Wikipedia
From Japan
page.
that doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. But despite that, it was referenced in Full Metal Jacket, Ghost, and Suzume. So it's not like it's not influential. It is apparently fucking influential.
Wait, it was referenced
on
in Full
Vietnam
Metal
War movie?
Jacket?
Yeah,
Wait, really?
yeah.
When?
The door scene, the door gunner scene.
What did they say? It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm just repeating what I see on IMDb. Who knows if it's true? I doubt it was referenced in Full Metal Jacket, but the score was played in Suzume from 2022.
Interesting.
However, it is fucking insane that IMDb claims it was referenced in Full Metal Jacket, which came out 2 years later. So I really
I don't
doubt
know if
that.
that
In the
was-
same year that the dub came out in the US.
Yeah.
However, if it's true,
Wait, so
that's
there's a
fucking
dub?
funny. Yes, it came out in '87.
Interesting.
I watched the sub because you know how 80s dubs are. However, when I looked into the dub, like a lot of notable people worked on it, so the dub might not be that bad.
Shit.
But I don't know. There's so little
Who was in it?
information about this movie. Fuck, I don't have that information easily available. Put that in post. Thanks, Rosa in post. Wow, those are some interesting people. I like the guy that does Mike's voice in particular, the main penguin.
Yeah.
How about
Watch
you,
it be like, I don't know, Kevin Spacey or something.
Kevin Spacey, Bill
Yeah.
Cosby, and Adolf Eichmann?
But yeah, I want to see the dub someday to see what they change up. But I always watch films, anime films subbed first. And
That's freaking Sugoi. That's freaking Sugoi. You know that. You know that, right? That's super Sugoi.
Oh, no.
Even. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Anime. Ah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Like, to me, it
I
had
too.
a lot of 80s cheese in it, which is for better or for worse. Like I said, on a technical level, it's fantastic. Where I love the score, the songs, which I guess are original songs, but I'm not like 100% sure, are great too. Because we literally have
It is
character who
original.
that's awesome. We have a character who is a singer, so that's always a plus if the songs are actually good. And I love the design of the penguins, which
You
are
could
adorable.
argue it's kind of a musical.
Yeah, it
The
honestly
penguin
kind of.
designs are really
They're so cute, and like, the meme is that
Um,
this is Club Penguin, but it does look a lot like the Club Penguin design. So maybe somebody looked at
It does
that.
look like Club
Legit.
Penguin. But I'm pretty sure Club Penguin was based off of the beer. Because
Oh.
Again, these are beer mascots.
So Club Penguin did get some inspiration.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm sure. It's not like it's an obscure beer. It was Sunatory beer, which everybody
yeah.
loves. I love a good Sunatory.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
I love beer in general, even though I never drink it.
Favorite beer:
Uh,
Victoria Bitters Long Neck.
Uh,
I liked that.
what was it? Bud Light, because they put a trans person on it.
Dylan Mulvaney, who's a hack comedian and fucking sucks. I should replace her. The bitch.
I've never
kidding,
watched
all
any
love.
of her TikTok stuff, but it
Fucking
was annoying how people were bullying her, even though, okay, to be fair, actually, she was the one who was like, day 23 as a girl.
Yeah, no, I am like what shooting, like, I feel like you should shoot the Dylan Mulvaney cans because she's a hack, not because she's a trans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever, not for me. I'm not even a TikTok person, so I don't go on.
I've never used TikTok. Okay, short form content is the devil. I legitimately believe
I'm
that.
with you.
It's like
I mean,
ruining the
Well, I
minds
don't,
of the youth.
for me personally, actually, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it, if people like it, whatever.
if I don't like something, then it must be ruining the minds of the youth. That's my outlook on life. If I don't understand it, if I don't like it, it should be illegal.
Yep. No. Yeah. So, anyways, back to the movie though. Yeah,
You liked it.
Yeah, I did like it. Structure was interesting. You know, it starts out as like a war movie, like other war movies, except there's penguins. You know, I guess it's like how people felt about like Better Man, where it's like, oh, it's like a biopic, but there's a monkey, and like it's like, oh, it's a war movie, but there's penguins.
It's a fucking insane comparison. Oh my god.
That was literally the first note I wrote down. Hell yeah.
Wow.
But
Wow.
you know, to me, like,
I lost my fucking notes. I had to rewrite them all.
shit.
I don't know where the fucking notepad went.
Fuck.
Disappeared on me.
It did take me a little while to get into the movie, honestly, and you know, it's when he gets back to his town and everything, and you kind of see like these people are pestering him, kind of like inappropriate ways to like talk about his experience and everything. And he's just this very closed off person, especially after going through this horrifying war experience. And there's this singer penguin who like opens him up, and I really like the relationship between those two. Like it was very very sweet and it felt genuine. But there are some points that were kind of like a little bit annoying to me. Like the whole, oh, your dad like made us your dad said basically there's like a rival penguin. There's like a arranged marriage that the dad set up, and because of this there's like our main character like leaves her and stuff, and
which it's quite confusing because you can tell that this movie's meant to take place in America, and there's like this strange lack of cultural understanding that I find quite funny, because it's like, welcome to Lake City. My name is Antonio John, and I'll be your host. Here's my buddy, Barnes Bob, and we're here in Central City.
Yeah, legit. So yeah, that whole plot line I didn't really like. I don't know, but I do like the aspect of like his self-doubt kind of like shielding him from his love. But then I also don't like how we go into another part where there's like a literal villain of the movie, where it's this record producer who wants to get the fame from producing somebody.
PB. Penguin Diddy.
Oh my gosh. And that like he like just tells the main character, oh yeah, like you gotta like just fuck off. Not but in like, oh yeah, you know, she wants to do her main thing. And so yeah, but then like we get to the resolution that like
the main character was getting in the way of the freak offs, so Penguin Diddy there would be
yep. And the main love interest, she just kind of gives in and is like, you know, I don't want to do my dream of making this.
Fuck
yeah,
my dreams.
It's like, you know, I gotta
be
be for the man, yeah. And I was like a little bit like, I don't know if I love that like meaning there.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a Japanese movie I am watching. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, then it's like the last scene she ends up going for her dreams and he just joins along, and that last scene kind of felt like out of place and kind of like, okay, well we had all these other scenes of this contemplation and you know it was this source of conflict, but now it's just like, okay, yeah, we're going to throw this away to have a happy ending in the last 3 minutes. Bye. And
also, the ending felt very rushed and strange. Also, there's this dumbass twist, which is
that was so stupid. How did I forget about that? How did I forget about that? That was so stupid.
Worst twists in the entire history. Like, name a worse twist than this one. Some random lady who I thought was the penguin's mom.
Literally lives with the dad. Like
everything about it is like she's acting like her mom. She is with the singer penguin's dad. Except she's called Auntie, and then it's revealed that it was her mom the whole time, and she waited like decades to tell her daughter that she was her mom. There's no reason to hide this. There's no reason to hide this. The reason that they say that they hid it is because she wanted to be a singer, and the mom wanted to be a singer, but it makes no fucking sense.
It was hilarious.
Because this plan had to have taken place from birth it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was that. I'm so glad you brought that up because I watched this with a friend yesterday, and we were like, she was way more into it than me for like these parts that I had flaws of. She was like, oh no, oh no, and we didn't debate that part. Not debate it, but I said what I thought, and she said what she thought. I kind of wish I did because I'm like, fuck, that was hilarious. Yeah,
it was a very funny
Yeah.
happening. Also in the Vietnam War scenes, there's just like a massacre of civilians, which is fucking insane in my Penguin movie. It's quite an adult film, which makes sense because it's a beer ad, but going in not knowing it's not a beer ad.
Net, there's no
it's
blood.
Fucking...
No, like it's.
There is.
Oh, there
blood.
was blood. Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's blood.
My cut was the non-blood cut. No, I probably just missed something.
I watched the snuff cut where it just cut away a real Vietnam War footage of the Mekong.
There you go.
Massacre.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not insane decision on the behalf of the director.
I'm amazed that was not flagged on
insane-
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, insane decision to put up the execution photograph of that guy being shot in the head in the credits. What are we doing there? But
Good movie.
one of the smartest anti-war movies of all time, up there with Come and See for me.
Classic. But yeah, another technical I liked was it had beautiful backgrounds. But yeah.
It did.
So,
What else didn't we like? The record executive.
yeah, that whole I didn't like that.
The audio on him is fucking atrocious.
Really? I didn't notice that. That's interesting.
Particularly in the first scene, it sounds like the microphone is outside of the building. He's like screaming.
Really? I did not feel.
to-
I usually notice shit like that, so maybe it was your cut. That's interesting.
I don't know. It, like I said, really rare movie. It's hard. Like these cuts all feel really bootleg.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's very hard to say. I wish. Like I don't even know who owns the copyright for this movie because honestly, this is kind of turning into a. I wouldn't say it's even a cult film. I want it to be a cult film though. I want it to be a cult film.
Well, it's unfortunately it's probably most known from a meme, which was the Club Penguin Vietnam meme or whatever. But hopefully people could actually check it out.
No, because I do think it's a solid
Yeah.
watch.
Very well made.
In terms of the other things I didn't like, the first song.
Oh yeah. That was
Jenny,
such a non sequitur. That was hilarious.
It was. I was dying in the Discord.
That was another very funny part. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Because it just keeps
Yeah.
going. It keeps
It's
going.
like in the middle of like
It
all
doesn't
this like
stop. It's like-
kind of like somber. I want to say like straight up depressing and stuff, but it's
It's
just like the most
it's an
cheery
80s
fucking
J-pop
song.
banger.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
But why?
And I didn't feel like honestly all the other songs that the lead woman sang was I thought those were all fit in perfectly. Like they're using montage at one point, like they're used it within the story and everything. I thought that all worked. It was just this one like first song that was just so jarring in terms of how it was used.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt almost like it was a studio
There's some-
mandate or something. But yeah.
Yeah, there's some unnecessary scenes that only exist to tie in with the TV commercials, like the scene where he goes boxing,
Oh yeah. I mean,
when he becomes an oogle and he starts riding the rail after skipping town.
I didn't feel those were too out of place. It did just kind of reiterate that like he's like he doesn't even care about money, but like kind of almost I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. Honestly, the more
There is a Sigma scene where he wins at a
Yeah.
slot machine. He
I like
walks
that
away
scene
from
much
all
better.
the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, that was great.
That's fucking
That was
baller,
great. Yeah,
dude.
that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you give this movie?
I'm stuck between
10.
a high 6 or a low 7. 'Cause I think it's very well made, but like I said, there's some weird stuff with the writing. But then again, like the
Yeah.
I mean, the animation's great, but the art style and the music really does elevate it quite a bit. I did like the center romance, even though there's some weird like oddings of that, and I liked what it was saying, So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on it.
Yeah. I thought I had to pick something weird. I found this movie in high school, many years ago. I thought was really interesting. It was kind of what I've had in my back pocket because I don't know. You're the first other film critic I've brought on the show, so I figured I have to pick something that they wouldn't know about.
I mean, it was a great. I'm glad you showed me. I've never heard about it aside from seeing that meme picture once in a while. But like, I thought this was worth a watch, even if it had that '80s cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I really did. This is one that I'll be showing people. You know, like, 'cause it's like, oh, it's absurd, but like it does have powerful moments emotionally. Again, very well made. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will give it a 7. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm giving it a solid 18 out of 30, putting it between Belladonna of Sadness and Will and Harper.
Okay.
Belladonna of Sadness is kind of a similar movie.
I haven't seen that still. That's directed by
Well,
somebody I
it's
know, right?
interesting.
Like who directed that?
I don't know. It's let me check. Alichi Yamamoto.
That name's not.
He directed Cleopatra, Queen of Sac, 1001 Night.
I guess I haven't seen any of their
He
stuff.
also directed Jungle Emperor.
Oh, that's probably where I know them.
Yeah,
That's probably where I know them from. That's funny.
This is what put Japanese Disney out of business. It's like it's a fucked movie, dude.
I see.
Good one though. It's very femcel.
Belladonna.
Yeah, I watched it when I was on my femcel arc. Now I'm on my I love my beautiful wife arc. I've turned over
What
a new
arcs?
leaf. I'm
Yeah.
happier now.
I mean,
Yeah, but I
Check it out.
still have that Asuka Joker artwork framed as a memento from my dark, twisted femcel past.
that's great. That's great art. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So you liked Mickey 17 more than the Penguin movie?
Yes,
Same
I
here,
did.
yeah.
Okay. I showed you our film ranking.
You did. I didn't go too deep into it.
Yes.
But if you want, I could check it again. If you want. I mean, there's a lot of movies. Dang, you've had a lot of episodes.
Yeah. We've 52 are out so far. We hit so it's like a year of episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Come and See is like one of my favorite movies. I love Grand Budapest. I gotta rewatch Poor Things because I only gave it like a high 7, you know. But I feel like I gotta rewatch it. I still loved it.
I do think that it's a very intelligent movie. I quite like Poor Things. My co-host thinks it. My disgraced former co-host, pardon me, thinks it's a perfect film, which I wouldn't agree with, but I definitely thought it was a 9.
I did really enjoy it, and I love Yorgos. He's a great director. But yeah, my hot take with I love Lahane. I said that's so bad, but my hot take, and I gotta rewatch it because I probably will not feel this way, is that like I didn't like the ending of Lahane, which I know a lot of people love, so I don't know. I gotta rethink that one. Doctor Strangelove, I actually don't love, honestly.
Damn. Okay, so you love war. You love you love more dead trolls. You're on the big more dead
Yeah.
trolls.
Oh yeah,
train.
definitely.
You
Oh
love it.
yeah.
You love it. You love watching conscripts shoot at conscripts and meaningless inter-imperialist bloodshed.
No, I just
You love the Cold War.
definitely, yeah. Oh yeah.
You're a big time campus. You're like, my interests as a worker align with the interests of my nation and of my god. And you're a bastard.
There you go. You got me all outlined. But
yeah.
No, Doctor Strangelove. I don't know. I just didn't get into the humor. Didn't get into the characters. It's not that I didn't not like what's said.
It's a smart movie.
Yeah, I
so
guess
that
I'm
doesn't
so
shock me
dumb
that
or
you wouldn't get
something.
into
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, that's one that is definitely a hot take from me. Like, you know, I give it.
Yeah, that is a hot take.
Yeah, you know, a little spicy.
I mean, I'm also kind of a hot takes machine, which is why I fuck with
Hey.
you, and which is why I was like, if I'm gonna bring a film, if I'm gonna have the first film
Oh,
break on, it's gotta be you.
I do like, you know, I just like people being honest
um,
with their opinions. That's all I want. And
As much as I make fun of my disgraced former co-host Joku, my former co-host, huge fan of yours. You were like from day one.
We should have
Somebody-
had them
she was,
on.
like, perfect fit for the show. I offered. She's just really busy.
Yeah.
But if you were to follow her on Letterboxd, she
I
would
will. I
probably
will.
be
No,
really
I
happy.
definitely will.
She's linked in the show's
I
bio.
definitely will.
Mwah. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
I will. I literally will. Don't worry. Yeah, maybe in the future if I come back on.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, she's gonna do like one-off appearances and stuff like that. She's doing the monthly bonus shit with me.
Cool.
We've been doing gaming stuff on the channel. Check out our Balatro video is up.
Okay.
And subscribe to Just Two Games.
That's such a dead channel. Oh my god.
I know. I do research.
You know, I
Subscribe to Just Two Mom.
oh yeah, she's trying to come back, you know.
Oh, she's coming
Yeah,
back?
we'll see though. I wonder if she's gonna watch this. But
Well, this is just an invite. I invited you on just to get access to your mom. Is your mom single?
Okay, no comment. No comment. No comment.
Is your mom into trans
No
chicks?
comment.
Ask her.
X.
No comment? Hey. Tell her, hey.
Oh my gosh. Literally, this is gonna be the cast when she watches. She's gonna be like, why were you on this? This was so vile. And, you know, you're gonna get canceled or something.
I'll cut it out.
Oh, you're good. She would have said that at the beginning. Don't worry. Edgy joke.
Oh yeah, where I was making my. Well, I mean, I don't know.
You're good. I don't.
It's typical of my people. It's typical of my people.
Self-deprecation. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. So a lot of these, I agree. Like Anora, 9 out of 10. I loved Anora. That was like one of my favorite movies last year. Zone of Interest, I love. The Thing, I love. Dancer in the Dark, I would rate higher than an 8. I fucking love Dancer in the Dark. I actually have a poster.
I need to rewatch it. It's one of those movies that I know if I were to rewatch it, it would be a 9.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Yeah, no, there's so many movies like that. Like, I know if I rewatch Nickel Boys, it'll probably be an 8. But, yeah, what are you gonna say though?
I was gonna say also my memory with Dancer in the Dark was really nice. Yeah. Joku was over at my house when we watched it. We had sandwiches on the floor. And a couple of beers. It was a nice time.
I do have a hot take that look back I liked, but like I gave it like a 6 out of 10. Like
I'm like I don't know, it just struck me a certain way.
It struck a lot. A lot of people connected with it way more than
a lot of I don't know what it was with the trans chicks getting fucked up by Look Back, but I was one of them. I was like, this ain't shit. I feel like it's gonna be an I Saw the TV Glow situation where I'm like, I don't get it, but
we're gonna get to that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, for me personally.
Oh, I see. This is why I fucking love you. You agree with me about I Saw the TV Glow.
I actually think it's worse than what you. Oh wait, what'd you rate it?
Yeah. We gave it a 6 out of 10.
What would you rate it specifically?
What would I rate it? Let me see. What did I give it? I gave it. I gave it a mid-6. I gave it a mid-6. I gave it
a 4 out of 10.
But honestly, I feel like it would go down if I were to rewatch it.
Like, you know, I love that it's connecting with so many trans folks and stuff like that. But me personally, I did not enjoy it, and derivative of David Lynch, honestly, and it made me want to watch a David Lynch movie, and I did not like the acting from main
Jaden Smith. Okay.
Like,
I did it was it Justice Smith. Oh.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Jaden Smith is the guy that Sal Volcano is a tattoo.
Okay, there you go.
The Impractical Joker, yeah. Yeah, I saw a TV Glow. I could see it going down. I did talk to, I'm shockingly neurotypical, but I did talk to a couple of autistic friends about the Jaden Smith performance, and they thought Justice Smith, oh my fucking god, and they thought it was good rap. But yeah, I did not fucking like it.
I gotta, yeah. We'll
I'm not autistic enough for that movie. Is my takeaway.
I mean, I'm neurotypical too, so.
Fuck yeah. My Twitch chat, I have ADD, so I'm not fully there, but my, I feel like everyone has fucking ADD now because of, like, short-form content frying our brains.
I don't mess with short-form content, so maybe I don't.
I don't fuck with no short-form content. That shit'll fuck you up for the rest of your life. Then you gotta do meth to survive, pal.
But yeah.
Look at me. Fucked up.
Dude, like, that's, like, I haven't seen it in so long, and I want to rewatch it, because it's about, like, kinks or whatever, but Crash, I also gave it 6, so I agree there, and that's, like, a hot take.
The soundtrack to it I did like. I made I sampled it in a song of mine.
Nice.
Because it's fucking good. I like that soundtrack.
I don't remember at all. I did like
a lot about car crashes, but fucking hot.
That's why I want to
is the
rewatch it, because it's
synopsis
such
of-
a great concept to explore. Like, I love when
It's
films
Freak
explore
Central.
kinky
It's Freak
stuff, but,
Central.
like, yeah, it
Yeah.
connect with me whenever.
Trainers in the chat, watch with your polycule if you have one. I know who watches this show, and I know you probably fucking have one. You fucking, you degenerates. You freaks, you dogs. I shouldn't call you dogs, because you're all fucking puppy girls and are gonna start woofing in my goddamn comment section. God.
I will say, okay, so like, Beetlejuice, yeah, I gave surprisingly a 5 out of 10 when I'm usually like, oh, this Hollywood reboot slop, blah blah blah. Saturday,
This fucking woke DEI bullshit making Beetlejuice a black guy.
I that discourse. Oh, like, I don't know. I find it hilarious that like Harry Potter fans are mad that like Snape is black now, like in a TV show.
I think, well, because J.K. Rowling, that's just J.K. Rowling. I do think that J.K. Rowling is like one of fairly few examples of like woke DEI infecting a property where she's like, Hermione's black, when in the books she wasn't black. I mean, all those books are dog
I
shit,
literally,
and hope
I
that she
don't
dies, but-
care about like how if your skin color is
gives
to
a
the
fuck?
adaptation. It's like, there's probably bigger problems you should care about with this Harry Potter franchise.
Oh yeah, that's why like there are like a few conservatives that listen to the show, because they'll like talk shit about dog shit lib slop, and they'll be like, hell yeah, fulfill anti-woke warrior. I mean, it's true, I hate liberals more than you'll ever understand, because you are a liberal, but sure.
Me? I'm not a liberal.
They're-
I'm a leftist.
See, leftist is just a liberal in red
Okay.
paint.
All right. Yeah.
See, you're either a communist or you're a leftist, and Mussolini is a leftist.
Uh-oh.
You see? It's
Have me all
it's my
figured out
political
again,
theory.
yeah. I will say,
Yeah. I cracked the
Cracked the
code.
code.
I cracked the code on all of
crack
politics.
the code.
See,
What are you gonna say? No, what were you gonna say? Say it. Say it.
I was gonna say that's why I'm the most prestigious political commentator of our time.
Yeah, you're the, you're Joe Rogan of the left. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, you said it, not me. People keep calling me that. I'm like, I don't see it, but one thing that people do fucking call me that I don't see is they say I'm the lesbian version of Big Joel. They say I sound like Big Joel. They say that I look and dress like Big Joel if he was a
Oh, you're
woman.
starting to
Which
kinda
I guess I'm
convince me. What the heck? What is this?
I'm doing myself no favors because I'm wearing a fucking Big Joel outfit
Literally.
today.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I'm just
The
a
vid-
Jew that like swears. Also, Joel, please come on my show.
Oh, he's
I do.
great.
I give.
That would be
everything.
crazy.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Joel. I fucking love.
He's great.
Joel,
He's
dude.
great.
Everybody loves Joel. Joel is just a guy
Oh, he's
everybody
awesome.
likes.
Yeah.
Everyone who's talked to him is like, great guy. Yeah, seems like a mensch.
There you
Shout out
go.
Joel.
Yeah, I'll say one part I disagree with is Civil War. I actually quite liked.
Oh, you are fucking
Shut
liberal.
up!
I knew you were a
Shut
fucking
up!
liberal. Yeah, lib,
Shut
lib,
up,
lib,
shut
lib,
up,
lib.
shut up, shut up,
Lib,
shut
lib,
up,
lib,
shut
lib,
up,
lib,
shut up.
lib, lib.
No, I mean, I don't know. I a lot of people did like that
I'll
it
talk
was
it.
apolitical,
Honestly.
but I didn't really think it was trying to explore that. But like, I kind of liked how it explored like war photography, and I like the characters. I don't know. A lot of people didn't like the characters. I liked how it shot.
Okay, war photography does not exist like that anymore. It's just taking a petit bourgeois lens, pun intended, on a conflict, and it's in an attempt to be apolitical. It creates a nonsensical plot.
I don't think it was focused on
only
these. It
exists-
wasn't focused on what made this war, but I thought it was just focused on some war photographers and kind of exploring their work.
Except it does focus on that because it uses these constant stupid buzzwords like the Antifa massacre.
That was like a throwaway line. That was like a freaking throwaway. And that's like the most.
like-
That's the one you could say
No.
out of all. What else did you use from there?
No, using drone strikes on U.S.
Oh my gosh.
civilians caused the war. It's like
I don't know about that.
they want to do like this Assad type character. That's a line in the movie. It's in the they're in the van when they.
I mean, I don't know if that's
See,
just
I'm
an
fucking-
indicator that it's that it's trying to.
Like, it's trying to do- It's trying to take the Syrian civil war and apply it to the United States without any understanding of why that war took place or the complexities of the war. And even if there is an insistence that it doesn't want to get into it, every time it does do some world building in the background, it's so over the top silly that it makes me unable to take these characters seriously. Additionally, war photography doesn't exist in that way anymore, so its commentary comes across not very poignant. The third act is nonsense. The ending I'd consider to be utter woke nonsense. Even
Wow.
I don't know. Quinterna and Plus One wrote a good article on Civil War. It's called Civil War in the U.S., but not the real
Mhm.
one. Check out
Check
that
it out.
article.
I
We
mean,
did an
yeah, I
episode on it.
definitely disagree with you, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I just like talking about
I
movies.
love debating
Um,
movies and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, like I think we're a bit similar in that regard. That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
talk hot takes. with
People
you,
take
but-
like movie opinions
like-
too personally too, which I don't really.
Oh yeah, totally. Which I get it. I get that we're close to the art that we love.
Fair,
And it's like
fair.
personal because we put so much. There's a lot of associations because it's like the movies I love. A lot of the time I'll love them in and of themselves. It's like inseparable from the time in my life in which I saw it, the people I saw it with, the memories it's associated
That's
with.
a fair point. Yeah.
Because there's always this subjectivity.
Oh yeah, I mean it's our
um,
opinions at the end of the day.
but-
You know.
Yeah, except for mine,
Oh, yeah.
which are objective. But
I will say,
in all
Deadpool
things,
and Wolverine, a 5 out of 10. I fucking hated that movie. Like it's like a 3 generous. I don't know.
I that might go way down upon rewatching. I think that you were right. That was way too.
It was
generous.
annoying, uncreative. It looked like shit. Like the only part I found kind of funny was like the Channing Tatum character, but that was like way late into the movie, and that was a small part. Other than that, like I found it I honestly found it
Yeah.
unbearable. And like it opens with like Bye Bye Bye, where I'm like, okay, there's a great movie that opens with Bye Bye Bye, which was Red Rocket, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I do think that is one that I look at. I was like, what is going on there?
It happens.
Um,
That could be me with Civil War. Once I
I'm
rewatch
not-
it, I'll be like, what the fuck?
No, you will think that. I'll send you. I'll
Jeez,
send
yeah, I
you the
definitely want to
article.
read
It's
it.
an Italian.
Italian.
It's an Italian, but you're Italian.
Oh,
so
yep,
you'll
yep.
understand it. I
Uh,
love my. You're the first Italian X person to come on the show. How does it feel?
yeah, definitely.
I brought you on for diversity.
Oh yeah.
I'm having too many white trans women on, so it's about time I mix it up and bring on an Italian
Got
trans
me.
woman.
These takes are pretty base though. Like Conclave, People's Joker, and Longlegs at the ratings you got them. Like I do agree there. I love the existence of People's Joker, but did not connect with me on a.
Dude, and
visual
I kind of fumbled. I will say, there's a part of me that wishes I'd waited to review People's Joker until after Vera Drew came on the show, because I do think that it did slightly lead to that being fumbled.
Wait, Vera
oops.
Drew was on the show?
She was gonna come on the show, except things fell through, and then I gave her movie a 2 out of 5. So I don't know. I should follow up. I should
Yeah, gotta get
definitely
her on.
follow up.
Yeah. So the People's Joker just didn't work. But Conclave, I did not like. I fucking kind of I gave it a 5 initially, but then I dropped it to a 4. Like.
Yeah. How about How Murray Saved Christmas? What's your How
Oh,
Murray Saved
hey!
Christmas take?
I know this movie, but
You know How Murray
do.
Saved Christmas? This is why you were a
Thank
good
you.
pick. Thank you, Joku. Thank you, Joku. Great recommendation. Wow, if you're listening to this, give yourself a pat in the back.
I just know it
buddy.
because this one person I follow on Letterboxd who has like totally different opinions from me, Dreamscape 40, they rated it like a 6 or something. And I don't know, whenever they rate something, it gets on my radar because like they have such a different taste from me, and they find stuff like this, and it's like okay.
I do have a couple of Letterbox creatures that I keep tabs on. One of them's a fan of mine that I just kind of keep tabs on because I think that they're just a fascinating creature that I like to observe, like they're in a laboratory. And the second one is Renigold Huntington, who gives every movie half a star and makes a pun trying to put slop into the name of the movie.
You send me this one.
He's,
Yeah,
like,
send me
really
this.
obscure.
What the fuck? I gotta follow. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he has like only a few followers. It's very
What the
underground.
fuck? I need to follow them. Okay, so yeah,
It's a fucking hilarious account.
Longlegs and Alien Romulus
send you
being
that
like
later.
4 out of 10s is really, really. I agree with that. Like, I hated Longlegs. I give it a 3.
Green Book.
Green Book. I think when I first saw Green Book, I'm sorry, this was like Republican days. Like it was like what 2018. I was like, oh wow, this is really good. Yeah, I think I gave it like a 7 when I first saw it.
I like how you have to be just a little bit racist to enjoy it. If you're very racist, you'll hate it. If you're not racist, you'll hate it. It's like a weird horseshoe. Like you have to be medium racist to like the Green
There you go.
Book, but not know that you're medium racist. That's the target demo. So the
Yeah,
Academy
literally the
is
Academy.
making
Yeah.
its yeah, like Other Crash. Holy
that's
shit.
that's hilarious.
Dude, I
That's hilarious.
I watched half of the Other Crash. I was like, this does, because I meant to watch the Cronenberg one for
Oh,
the
shit.
review. Because my co-host picked it. I was like, where's the sexy car crashes? Because here's the thing, Don Cheadle in the start of the movie makes a comment on the sexual nature of car crashes. So I was like, this is the right movie.
Yeah,
Not the right.
that movie sucks. Love Lies Bleeding, a low rating. Like I fuck with that. Like I didn't really care for it. And that was one.
Fuck yeah.
Ralph's movie, 3 out of 10.
Yeah. What's your Real Steel?
Real
pick?
Steel. I saw it in 2011. I was like, that was really good. That was like what 2011. So I was like 14
That was my
or
favorite
13.
movie
Yeah,
as a
like I
child.
enjoyed it.
As a child, that was my favorite movie. Had all of the Real Steel video games. Bought bootleg
I
Real
didn't even know there was
Steel
video games.
figures from China. Yeah, dude, I'm deep into the Real Steel lore. Ralph the Movie Maker.
Lover. That's what I was saying. Yeah, Lover. Like that was. I enjoyed it when I saw it, but I haven't seen it since it came out. So.
I felt that was one that I felt bad about. That's one I regretted reviewing. I'm never gonna lie, because I like somebody and I'd like to have them on.
Well, it's good to be honest. Like I said,
But
I
yeah,
honestly liked it, but that was
I
like
like that-
2018, so I haven't seen it. So.
I like that IHE didn't even rate it. I like they just marked it as watched. I think that's a very funny detail about hit movie film Lover.
It was the same, yeah, because YMS, the other podcast host of Sardonicast, he didn't give a rating either on when they talked about it. But I do remember like there was that overhead scene of like the car that was pretty cool. But my movie taste has changed so much. Like there was like huge parts of my life, like 2021 to like 2023 was like I watched like I don't know like 2,000 movies or something. So my taste changed so much, and so like a lot of the stuff I like before that.
Wait, did you say you don't know much about movies, and that's...
Earlier I did, but I don't, because I don't also, but like I didn't go to film school, so I can't speak the language of like film production, and then
Okay. Wait, I thought you said you did go
no, I
to
never
film
did.
school.
No.
Okay, thank God, dude. What a waste of time in my...
I
no
wish
offense.
I do
all
wish I
love
did
here.
though, because I want to make a film and I don't know how to be a part of a crew and stuff like that. Like, so I'll use very layman's
That's fair.
terms of like.
I don't know. I can put you in touch with the Again people.
What's that?
I'm friends with them. It's an indie coming out this year.
Okay.
My friend Bugs was the executive producer, and my friend Mia directed
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
I'll be doing the circuit
Nice.
run.
Okay.
but-
Yeah. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
we could do TIFF together. But...
Yeah, I hope so too. If I'm probably gonna interview them. If I get that chance, I'll hit you up and see if they'd be down to let you interview them.
Yeah, like a lot of people always say, like, "Oh, why is my movie taste so harsh and stuff?" It's because I saw so many movies and stuff that like I see, I don't know, writing tropes and stuff like that, and it bothers me when they're not doing anything interesting with it. I'm sick, so I don't know. Were you gonna say that?
The longer you're doing this, I think the more critical and refined your palate gets. That's like, I try and do my best to be critical but not be over critical.
It is a hard line. That's you're right there.
Because I don't know. I will admit I do kind of get a thrill out of people getting upset about about my takes, because I know a lot of the time when I'm putting something out there, it's gonna get a reaction. But you want to be fair.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't really like. Only thing that would motivate me to do is like, I will never lie about my opinions on a movie, but I will review a movie if I don't like it and like other people like it, because like it will get more views
Yeah.
on the
Like, I'm
algorithm and
planning on
shit. So
doing
like
this.
I won't lie because of that.
I'm planning on. Yeah, I'm planning on doing the Sonic trilogy soon, and that is one that's gonna give me death threats. I swear
It's
to
always
fucking
stuff
God.
like
The
it's like
people-
the Looney Tunes movie I just reviewed. I didn't really care about it, and I'm getting like such hateful comments. The Mario movie, I got like death threats and stuff. It's like always those.
Dude, I love how it's just like toddlers that just like shiny color
Legit, like, you
movies
gotta-
for
you gotta read the,
morons.
I mean, to each their own if you like those movies, but you gotta read the comments of some of these comment sections I've got. It's like
It's
they make
dimwits.
no
it's
sense in what they're
it's
arguing.
legitimate
It's like
dimwits.
it was like, oh, well, I guess you just hate animation if you gave Looney Tunes a 5 out of 10 or. Oh my god, fuck up.
Oh yeah, indie. Yeah. Oh, we need to fucking save 2D animation by supporting Warner Brothers because they
Legit.
care. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck
Legit,
you.
like it's like
But like, you clearly do not care about the indie scene.
legit.
2D animation isn't
Legit.
dead. You just hate art. You just hate art unless it's slop being force fed to you through a streaming service tube of some media that some brand told you to like that you didn't even grow up with. I love brand.
Well,
I love recognizable
I agree
IP
with a lot of
movie.
that.
I hate things that are
Like,
new. I hate things that are
A lot of times
innovative.
it is
I hate art.
it is
I
stuff
hate
that they grew
I
up
hate
with
joy.
that they kind of latch on to and like, oh, it's a sacred thing that I grew up with. So I don't know, but like
I think it's a reactionary thing. I think it's a reactionary impulse, legitimately. I think it's the same impulse that leads to like nationalistic art and stuff like that. Like and a insistence on realism within paintings, particularly in Russia. It's the same shit. You're the people you're literally Joseph Stalin. I'm Pro Cult. I'm making cool I'm talking about cool art. I want to make cool art. And you just want to do socialist realism because you're a propagandist piece of shit that
okay,
hates.
you probably
that
lost me
hates
there.
life
But
itself.
again, I don't try to judge people's opinions, but I do judge when people are so rude about hearing other opinions. I get it, like, if you were fucking propping up like what is a woman or some shit, yeah, maybe I would probably be mean. But
Yeah, I'm a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Exactly.
It's all love.
But-
It's all.
yeah, like
it's all
I don't know, I
love,
rated
love.
Looney Tunes low, and somebody's like, "Oh, so you hate Looney Tunes?" And I'm like, "What the? I love the old Looney Tunes. This just ain't it. Like, what the fuck?"
I love the ones where they go to Africa and Looney Tunes gets put in a pot of boiling water, or the ones where they
racist
give
one.
Japanese
Yeah.
people
We
popsicles.
skip those,
Yeah, I
but-
love those ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will say Daffy Duck did
It was
twerk
so
so
epic.
hard that he got
It was
canceled.
really epic. It was hilarious.
It
That got the
it was like a
that got the
commentary.
best laugh in the
Cancel.
theater. So that was really epic. Yeah, did see in
Is
the
that-
theater.
You saw it in the
Did-
theater? Was it like a nursing
I
home
was-
in there?
First
or
off,
what
there was barely
going
anybody
on?
there because this movie's flopping. But like, there was maybe like, 10 other people. It was like a family, maybe 2 couples at the front, and yeah, that got the biggest laugh. Everybody was laughing except me for that one. So I was like, okay, I'm glad you enjoyed that, but that was like the lowest fruit you could really go to.
Well, dude, nothing is more black pilling than being a film critic. You just can't lose hope. A lot of the time, it feels it's like damn people do.
You know,
not give a shit
whatever.
about art.
People like what they
Wow.
like, but personally, I definitely disagree with these takes.
Yeah, nothing will get you talking about the unwashed masses more quickly than becoming.
But yeah,
a film
Inside Out
critic.
2 being a 3 out of 10, I really fuck with that because like people are acting like it was like this gem, and I just do not see it. It's like so lazy to me. Like I was like, what the fuck?
Again, it's these people who are like, I love IP, I love intellectual
And I-
property.
look, I see this-
yeah.
Oh, what are you guys?
Unless
What are you
it's-
gonna say?
Unless it's a pre-existing IP, I don't want it. Stop making new things. Simpsons season 43.
I mean, it's funny because
it's
like
good
these are the
again,
people
guys.
who complain at like, oh, there's no original stuff in theaters, but then they'll like never see original stuff and only see the IPs. But my second favorite movie is Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
So like, I had a soft spot for Pixar or whatever, but fuck, Pixar's just been shit.
Oh, like I love
still see
Evangelion.
those.
Like End of
Yeah.
Evangelion is an IP movie, but it's like damn banger. I don't know. I just think it's a
There's always-
pattern.
There's always like people are like, oh,
that
this
one
is a
can
great
come
movie,
to
go
notice.
check it out. And then when you critique it when it's like Inside Out 2, they'll be like, but it's a kid's movie. What did you expect? And it's like, the fuck? It's like, oh, you were the one who was saying it was a good movie and shit like that. And again, like, there's fantastic kids movies like Lego Movie and fucking Toy Story
And then
2.
you
Like,
see
if
shit
wanted
like-
it,
And you see like Chicken Run, and it's like, wow, it's a cool,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a cool kids movie. It's a smart movie that adults can enjoy.
Mhm.
Like Aardman does a great job with that. I don't know. I have an audience much older than me. I do end up reviewing some kids movies, just kind of thinking like, oh, what should you show the kids? And
Yeah.
there's great stuff out there. Except
You could show the
it's,
kids Flow, you know, like I saw you rated that.
Yeah, no. I feel like you should show your children movies that
I mean,
make them
for
think,
that.
because a lot of these movies don't require thinking, and I do think that you're doing your child a disservice if you're showing them only shit like Inside Out 2, which they don't need to think in order to understand. It's just
Literally,
kind
yeah,
of
I
slop.
fucking hated Inside Out too. And I didn't even like the first Inside Out. I loved when it came out, and then I rewatched it before Inside Out 2, and I was like, oh, this isn't really hitting, but it was fine. And Inside Out 2 is like so much worse. It's like the first movie. I hate when sequels do the first movie, but you know, it again.
Okay, I will say, they wrote themselves into a corner when they were like, here's a character whose only personality trait is being happy. And it's the main character of the movie. There's no, you can't make that interesting. There's no way to make it interesting. There's literally no way to make that.
I'm sure you could do something there,
mean
but
that.
like this movie didn't do it.
No, I don't know. Put it into fucking Solo 120 Days of Sodom and see what comes out. That would be interesting. A character that's happy all the time in Solo or Come and See. That's interesting. I'm on board.
Oh my
Or like
gosh,
Zone
yeah.
of Interest. I don't know.
Megalopolis being a 3 out of 10, I fuck with because I fucking hated that movie. Like
My buddy Shitty Kickflips Rhyme gave that
hey, to each
10.
their own, but yeah, I have friends who
I
did
think
not.
I think it's very
I did not.
funny to like that movie a lot. They also thought that
It's
people
each their own.
was a 10.
Yeah.
She not they.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, these are all, you know, Red One sucked, yeah, Kraven the Hunter sucked, yeah, fuck with that. You saw I Want to Be Ninja, the movie? That's legendary.
Yeah, it's a fucking dude. I'm a Chow minion. Are you a Chow minion?
That's the villain,
Let me
right?
see, I Want to Be Ninja. That
'Cause I know the original
Yeah.
song is
Dude, I've
it's
seen
stuck
that-
in my head, and it's very
I've seen-
iconic. You know, take Chow down,
dude,
Chinatown. Quote from the song.
if you ever want to have me on your channel, I'm down to do whatever. However, if you do a I Want to Be Ninja V,
Okay.
I want to be a part of that.
That was
I have
good.
so
I don't know
much
if I
to
ever
say.
will, but yeah, that was so classic though. Bad.
I really fucked myself there. I really fucked myself out of a collab. If you ever want a collab, I'm down to talk about this unwatchable dog shit with you.
Hey,
Well,
we'll
there goes
see.
my chance.
But it won't be that
Whatever.
movie. I don't think I'll ever cover that because, like, I don't know when it's like I don't really care about covering like a bad movie when I feel like a lot of other people have covered it and stuff. So I don't know.
However, there is a clip. It's like semi-documentary. It's like
Mhm.
kind of a documentary. And she like plays a clip of Elon Musk talking about
That's in
wokeness
it?
and cancel culture in it. She
No
plays
fucking
clips
way.
of different podcasts criticizing her in it. She talks about
What the
Trump
fuck?
like a
Make me
ton.
want to see it. What the fuck?
She talks about how she's not racist because she has an
That was in the
Asian
original
friend,
video,
and she brings
too.
her Asian friend out, and their Asian friend, yeah, who was in the original video, and their Asian friend
is
spanks
epic.
her with a katana.
Yeah, I mean, aced with Birth of a Nation being a 1 out of 10. Like, I don't know why, but like homeschool classes or even film history classes, which you don't have to be a part of homeschool to take those, like the one I went to, because I went to a film history class for required credit. They'll always be like, "Oh, here's this movie, Birth of a Nation. You know, it has bad." Bad message, but it's very technically impressive, so you gotta watch it. And it's like, what a waste of fucking, like, why are we really...
I think no, I think that it's important to talk about minstrelry. It's important to talk about Birth of a Nation, wherever you're engaging in any sort of film history. And same thing with Triumph of the Will. I do think that these are must-watches, except it should be analyzed in a critical
Fair.
sense and not
Whenever I see it,
at
it's
the
framed in
technical
a
level.
technical level, or at least that was my experience in that film history
because-
class, where it's, oh, this did all this. You know?
Yeah. Which you can do the same thing with Triumph of the Will.
The same director, right?
But I feel like
Oh, okay. That's the one. Is that
Leni
the person who did
Riefenstahl,
like
is
the
German.
fish You got like the end of their life or whatever, the fish documentary.
She made all the Hitler movies. That's what Triumph of the Will is. If you're a big Hitler fan, that's a must watch. But other than that, not good.
The worst movie you got was
Fun
Darman. Legendary.
Yeah. No, you want to
Really?
know the
What-
funniest
what-
part? That's lost footage. We lost the footage for it. It says it's on the Patreon. It's a lie. It's a lie. When you click on that, it's a two-parter, and it was supposed to be footage that we had from like 3 months before we even started the show, of us talking about the movie. And the footage got lost or corrupted, so it's just me apologizing. So it's kind of a lie.
I was
subscribe to the Patreon.
I'm looking
anyway.
at these and
but
we agree with so much, but there's like movies I haven't heard of. Like I don't know what Jenin is, or
Janine. Okay, Janine. You're leftist. So like, it's about Jenin, which is a Israeli city, an Oigavalt, a Palestinian city in the occupied West Bank. And it is about the ongoing ethnic cleansing within the area. Just shot on the ground with a camcorder. About daily life in Jenin. I mean, Jenin is still being continuously bombed. It's essentially an open air concentration camp. It's
I'll
one
be
of the most
watching that.
harrowing
Yeah, I'm going to watch that
watches
probably in the next coming days.
I've ever
Actually,
seen.
4 minutes. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a charity thing with it. By the way, I'll put links to PCRF, UNRWA, and Jewish Voice for Peace in the description. I might as well use your clout to
I appreciate
promote
that. Thank you.
something good. So, yeah, donate, free Palestine. I'm gonna see about the Jewish Voice for Peace if they have a fund set up for any comrades who got arrested at the Trump Tower action recently. If there is, I'll put that down below. But
Oh yeah.
any three of those charities are great to give to. If you are
And then the other two that I haven't seen was Punishment Park and The Face of Another for like those one.
Punishment Park is such an important movie to me. That was the first film that we reviewed. That was a good episode. That was episode 8. It was the first one that we recorded after the show came out. I don't know. It is a very important place in my heart in terms of what it represents in the stage of my life. Very good. It's from
I haven't seen
the director of Edvard Munch, War Game, and La Commune, Paris 1871. I'll be talking
Well,
about
I
that
haven't seen
for
any of their
Super
movies,
Greta
so I gotta
soon.
check. Is it a documentary or is it a?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Don't say anything.
It's a mockumentary
the plot.
from the 70s.
I want to go in blind.
He's
but yeah,
one
were
of the
you gonna
first,
say
like, it's fucking sick, is all I'm gonna say. He's one of the first people to do the whole mockumentary thing. It's more serious. It's not really. It's not mocking
A
in like a
documentary,
comedic
but-
sense. It's just a
Yeah.
a fictional
yeah.
documentary. Which fucking sick director.
Peter Watkins.
Who directed it again? Peter Watkins. Yes. I watched his directorial.
Was
debut.
is Edvard
It was
Munch
also quite
good?
I've heard great things. That's a lot of like on you know how the Letterboxd guys when they do interviews with celebrities, they'll ask them their topsters.
Really?
Edvard Munch is one of the most common. Like I've seen a couple of directors pick Edvard Munch as one of their favorite films. Watkins is one of the most important underground directors of like this new left indie movement, which you saw a lot of directors going to school during that time, a lot of actors getting their debuts in movies like it, which is very interesting. He's retired now, but he's in his 70s, and that's like my dream.
To try to
interview.
go for it.
Interviewing Pierre Watkins would be incredible opportunity. I should try and go for it. It's such a shame aging. because it's like if
Yeah.
if there's a
Yeah,
time,
exactly.
it
That's
has to be
what-
now,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Legit. You should try to
Being in the
strive for that
70s and all.
interview. Yeah, and I never saw the face of
Yeah,
another.
I should.
so-
But
I still haven't seen that
really
either.
you ever see Eyes Without a Face?
Mhm.
It's a Japanese body horror film about a guy without a face who gets another person's face, and about how that affects his psyche and his ego.
You describe that, and I think of
Really
A Different
great
Man
film,
from recently.
beautiful film. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was
I still
rated
haven't
on
seen
here.
A Different Man,
Yeah.
but no. Well, the substance
There you
is,
go.
which from
Yeah.
my understanding is the
Um,
same movie. So I quite like body horror. Japanese body horror is always cool, and that is a good early
Mhm.
Japanese body horror film. That is one that my disgraced former co-host thought was one of their
Oh, hell
favorite
yeah.
watches
Yeah,
for the
I'll
show
check
if
that
they
out.
wouldn't have watched otherwise. So
All right. Well, nice lists there.
I think we're hot takes machines,
Yeah, I
but
love
we're
a good
similar hot
Hot
takes
take machine. I just want people to be honest about their opinions, and I see so
Yeah.
many people who are just like, "Well, it's a classic, so it's great, obviously." And I'm like, you know. What?
You know what else was a classic? The Nazi Party is a classic. That's a classic. It goes all the way back to the 40s.
There you
but
go.
you know what?
There you go.
I think it's bad.
Yep, you're right.
I think it's bad. I think it's not good. It's
Not
not
for
good,
you.
folks. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Apartheid South Africa?
Not good.
A classic.
Exactly.
That goes way back.
It's beloved by many,
Not
but
good.
yeah.
Not good, folks. Beloved by many. A lot of
Mhm.
people like it. You can't take it away from it. A lot of people like it, but
major.
it
major.
has issues. It has issues, which is why we've moved on.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
But,
why we moved on from the classics. Yeah.
Ah ha ha ha.
Thanks for
ha, ha.
coming on this journey with me. I'm
Sarah.
Rosa,
Oh, I'm just too good, Sarah.
and and we
Hosting?
were
There you go.
posting. But wait, tell people where you can
so
find you.
Letterboxd
They can find you.
is that's too good. You can type in Sarah Janelle and it'll show up. And then YouTube,
Okay, you're on the clock.
Just Too Good would be my Lego channel.
40
Just Too
seconds.
Film is my film channel. So there's a little bit of discrepancy there where I'm like, fuck, maybe I should call my Letterboxd Just Too Film, but whatever.
30
Just Too Good is what I'm
seconds.
more well known by. And Twitter, I always forget. I always say the wrong Twitter thing, so I can't even say it. Okay, fuck, where's my Twitter?
20 seconds.
Come on. Shit.
15.
Shit, come on. Just Too Good YT on Twitter, if you still use
10,
X. Twitter.
9,
Yes.
8,
So
7,
there you go.
6,
Just Too Good on
5,
Letterboxd.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, I got it all in. So
1.
I'm good.
Time's up.
See ya. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks
It's
for
awesome.
watching.